Here's a tip on how to fix your day, especially if you had a bad start. Right guys, it happens to all of us. Got out of the bed at the wrong times, some emergency happened in the morning, somebody called you, somebody told you bad news, or you just didn't wake up and snoozed your alarm, and now you're off to a bad start, right? It happened to me today. I came to Abu Dhabi to my Airbnb. I was really happy. Everything was great. After the flight, I was feeling great. I had a sleep, I was doing my stuff, and then the cleaner lady was acting out of order, right? She interrupted my meditation. I was like, allow me to finish. She started acting out of order. Not to get into detail, but it made me really pissed off, right? It made me really angry. So I'm sitting there and I want to meditate and I want to do my yoga and I'm angry. And then, I kind of calmed down and I did my meditation. And then as I go along the day, it keeps kind of coming back and poisoning my day, Although everything's fine now. I'm out here, I'm vibing, I'm chilling. I had my food. Everything's going great, yet that flavor, that bitter taste of that morning event is here still now, and it's affecting me. It's making me feel, fuck, I wish that didn't happen, this, that, and just thinking about it makes me quite frustrated. And so I remembered a top advice from Tony Robbins, right? Tony Robbins, world-class life coach. He's been doing this work for 40 years, I think about 40 years. And he recommended one thing that really makes a difference in those situations when you're like, that motherfucker, this, that, I wish I could have, bum. And so, it poisons all of your experience. Is this: you cannot have multiple emotions at the same time in your body. And there is one emotion that we can generate quite easily. We can generate it quite easily in our experience, just with our thoughts, right? So we have control over that. And it makes it impossible to feel other ones. And that is gratitude. That is gratitude. I got out of the mall after my coaching calls and all that. I sat down in a taxi and I'm in the taxi and I'm miserable. And I'm looking at all this beautiful architecture. And some bits are more beautiful than the others. But things are quite interesting. This guy waving at me. Things are quite interesting, and I'm not happy. I'm quite miserable. I'm suffering in my experience. I'm quite pissed off, and I'm like, oh fuck, I just can't enjoy it. And I put on some music, and I'm sitting in there. I'm like, of course, dude, you're not being grateful. I'm not being grateful for what I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being grateful. Here I am, traveled by plane, managed to get far, far, far away from home, in a foreign country as a visitor, welcome, having the food, having the place to stay, having the opportunity to be abroad, to work abroad, having the opportunity to experience different cultures, different lives, right? Having the opportunity just to be here, relaxed, not stressed out about so many things that people are stressed out about, right? The difference in wealth here in Abu Dhabi is different to Western countries. Working class here works a bit more. That's how they roll around here. And so it's just a million things to be grateful for, really, just for my experience. I can't be enjoying it, and so I'm like, I'm not grateful. And I can generate that gratitude in my feeling, in my heart. I know I can generate it. And Tony Robbins recommended to stack gratitude. What are you grateful for? For being able to work remotely, for being so expressive and having so much to say, for having a mission, a purpose, a commitment, for having yoga in my life, for having my connections, my friends, my business partners, my mentors, people I'm accountable with, people I'm working and creating projects with, for ability to travel so easily. Just jump on a plane and boom, borders are open. Just get a visa. For ability to experience beautiful things, right? I didn't quite wait to get the best shot for you. I'm gonna get that in a moment, but it's already pretty decent. So really Remember that one thing. The moment you're miserable, the moment you're pissed off, the moment you're angry and frustrated, and it's poisoning your experience. You know, in the moment it happened, I understand. But as your day goes on, you're cooking on it. You're thinking about it. It poisons your experience. It poisons your experience of life. It hurts you from the inside. Start stacking gratitude. Start remembering what you're grateful for. Even just right now, is there anything wrong? It might be a little bit too hot, but hey, I knew where I'm going, right? And let me just hide here in the shadow of the beautiful palm tree. Start stacking gratitude. What are you grateful for? What works in your life? What can you really appreciate? Okay? Stop cooking on the problem. Like, it happened. Yes, you don't want to suppress it, you don't want to repress it, but just change your experience for a moment, at least for a few moments, just to be grateful for it. To be grateful for what you have, for breathing, for eating, for sleeping, for walking, for being around places, for ability to create things, for the things you've created, and for the things you're passionate about creating in the future. All of that. Stay grateful. Be grateful. And on that note, have a good day.